Have you ever scrolled through comment sections and seen fans passionately arguing about something called the Atlantic Records conspiracy? It's one of those internet mysteries that refuses to die. Every few months, it resurfaces, sparking heated debates and viral threads. Today, we're diving deep into what fans won't stop talking about, separating the myths from the facts, and exploring why this particular story has captured so many imaginations. Grab a comfortable seat, because this journey is fascinating. The conspiracy centers on a simple but powerful idea that Atlantic Records, one of the most legendary labels in music history, allegedly manipulates which artists succeed and which quietly disappear. Fans claim they've noticed patterns: talented musicians signed, promoted heavily, then suddenly buried. The theory suggests the label plays a strategic game far beyond music. But before we judge, let's understand where this belief actually comes from, and why so many find it convincing. To understand the theory, we need context. Atlantic Records was founded in 1947 and became home to icons like Aretha Franklin, Led Zeppelin, and Ray Charles. Its history is genuinely remarkable, shaping the sound of American music for decades. This legendary status is exactly why conspiracy theories cling to it. When an institution holds this much cultural power, people naturally wonder about the decisions made behind closed doors, imagining hidden agendas driving every signing and release. One of the biggest talking points is something called shelving. This is when a label signs an artist, records their music, then refuses to release it while keeping the artist under contract. It genuinely happens in the industry, and it's frustrating for musicians. Fans point to specific cases and cry conspiracy. However, understanding the business reality behind shelving reveals a more complicated, less sinister picture than the dramatic theories suggest. Shelving usually comes down to money and priorities, not secret plots. Labels invest heavily in artists they believe will produce quick returns. When market conditions shift, or an executive who championed an artist leaves, projects lose their internal advocates. The artist gets stuck in limbo. It feels personal and mysterious to fans, but it's often just cold business calculation. Still, this reality doesn't fully explain why the conspiracy theories grew so elaborate and passionate. The theory truly exploded thanks to social media. Artists themselves began speaking out, sharing frustrations about feeling tracked or ignored by their labels. When beloved musicians voice these grievances directly to fans, it validates suspicions. Screenshots spread, hashtags trend, and communities form around defending their favorite artists. This grassroots energy transformed vague industry frustrations into a full-blown movement, giving the conspiracy a momentum that traditional media coverage never could have achieved on its own. Several artists have publicly discussed difficult experiences with major labels, describing creative restrictions and unfulfilled promises. These testimonies carry weight because they come straight from the source. When someone you admire says they felt controlled or silenced, it's deeply compelling. Fans took these accounts and connected dots, building a narrative of systematic manipulation. While individual stories are real and important, the leap to a coordinated conspiracy requires more evidence than personal frustration alone can provide. Central to the conversation are 360 deals, contracts where labels take a percentage of nearly everything an artist earns: touring, merchandise, endorsements, not just music sales. These deals emerged as record sales declined and streaming reshaped revenue. Critics argue they give labels enormous control over artists' entire careers. Supporters say they help labels justify major investments. Understanding 360 deals is essential because they represent the modern power dynamic fans genuinely worry about behind the sensational headlines. Here's the heart of the matter. Major labels do hold significant power over artists' careers. They control marketing budgets, radio relationships, playlist placements, and release schedules. This influence is real and substantial. The conspiracy theory takes this legitimate concern and amplifies it into something more dramatic. But the underlying issue, the imbalance of power between corporations and individual creators, deserves serious attention regardless of whether elaborate secret schemes actually exist behind the scenes. You've probably seen the viral videos, dramatic breakdowns claiming to expose the label's secret strategy, complete with ominous music and rapid-fire editing. These productions are compelling entertainment, racking up millions of views. They present speculation as fact and connect unrelated events into tidy narratives. While engaging, they often lack verifiable sources. It's worth remembering that content designed to go viral prioritizes emotion over accuracy, which is exactly why healthy skepticism serves us well. So what's actually true here? The music industry genuinely operates with tough contracts, unequal power, and business decisions that hurt artists. That much is undeniable and well documented. What lacks evidence is the idea of a single coordinated conspiracy deliberately destroying careers for hidden reasons. The truth is messier. A profit-driven system where individual choices, market forces, and corporate priorities create outcomes that feel intentional but often aren't part of any master plan. There's a psychological reason these theories thrive. Humans crave patterns and explanations, especially when we feel powerless. When a talented artist we love fails to break through, random chance feels unsatisfying. A conspiracy provides a villain, a story, and a sense of understanding. It transforms confusing reality into something graspable. This isn't a criticism of fans, it's simply how our minds work. Recognizing this helps us approach these theories with both compassion and clarity. Every enduring conspiracy contains a kernel of truth, and this one is no exception. Labels have shelved artists, contracts have trapped musicians, power imbalances are real. The theory persists because it points at genuine problems within the industry. The mistake isn't caring about these issues, it's wrapping legitimate concerns in unprovable claims. By focusing on the documented realities, we can advocate for real change rather than getting lost in dramatic speculation that ultimately distracts from solutions. The music business has transformed dramatically over the past 2 decades. Streaming, social media, and independent distribution have shifted power in surprising ways. Artists can now build audiences without any label at all. This evolution challenges the old narrative of all-powerful gatekeepers. While major labels remain influential, they no longer hold absolute control. Understanding this changing landscape reveals why some conspiracy claims feel increasingly outdated, even as the underlying tensions between artists and corporations continue to matter. Today's artists have unprecedented alternatives. Musicians release music independently, retain their masters, and connect directly with fans through platforms unimaginable a generation ago. This independent revolution empowers creators to bypass traditional systems entirely. It's genuinely inspiring to watch artists build sustainable careers on their own terms. This shift doesn't erase the industry's problems, but it offers hope. Knowledge is power, and understanding your options is the first step toward artistic and financial freedom. For aspiring musicians, the lessons here are practical and empowering. Read every contract carefully, ideally with an entertainment lawyer. Understand what you're signing away and for how long. Build your own audience independently before relying on any label. Diversify your income streams. Knowledge protects you far better than any conspiracy theory. The artists who thrive today are those who educate themselves about the business, treating their careers with the same seriousness as their creative work. Fans wield real power in this ecosystem. Your streams, purchases, and attention directly support artists you love. Instead of only debating conspiracies, channel that passion into tangible support, buying music, attending shows, and amplifying independent creators. Fan communities have literally revived careers and changed industry decisions through collective action. Your engagement matters more than you might realize. That energy, when directed constructively, becomes a genuine force, capable of reshaping how artists are valued and treated. So where does this leave us? Somewhere thoughtfully in the middle. It's healthy to question powerful institutions and demand fairness for artists. It's also wise to resist sensational claims that outpace the evidence. The truth about Atlantic Records and the broader industry is nuanced, filled with real problems, real reforms, and real human beings making complicated decisions. Holding both skepticism and fairness together allows us to engage with these topics honestly and productively. Ultimately, this conspiracy reflects something bigger than one record label. It captures our collective anxiety about who controls culture, art, and opportunity. Those are profound, worthwhile questions. The music industry, like every industry, deserves scrutiny and continued improvement. By staying informed and supporting fair practices, we all contribute to a healthier creative world. The conversation matters, even when specific theories miss the mark, because it keeps important issues in the public spotlight where they belong. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the Atlantic Records conspiracy. I hope you leave with more clarity, healthy skepticism, and appreciation for the real complexities of the music world. Keep asking questions, keep supporting the artists you love, and keep thinking critically about the stories you encounter online. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep the music playing.